The sun, my heart. Thich Nhat Hanh. Meditators since the beginning of time have known that they must use their own eyes and the language of their own times to express their insight. Wisdom is a living stream, not an icon to be preserved in a museum. Only when a practitioner finds the spring of wisdom in his or her own life can it flow to future generations. Keeping the torch of wisdom glowing is the work of all of us who know how to clear a path through the forest in order to walk on ahead. Our insight and our language are inseparable from the times in which we live. For many years now, the East has followed the West down the path of technological and material development, to the point of neglecting its own spiritual values. In our world, technology is the main force behind economics and politics, but those in the forefront of science have begun to see something similar to what the spiritual disciplines of the East discovered long ago. If we can survive our times, the gap that separates science and spirituality will close, and the East and West will meet one another on a path to the... If we can survive our times, the gap that separates science and spirituality will close, and East and West will meet one another on the path to discover the true mind. Those in whom the seeds of this important endeavor have already been sown can start working towards that convergence right now, using their own daily mindful lives. This small book was written not to show off any knowledge of the author. In fact, there's not much for him to show off. It prefers to be a friend rather than a book. You can take it with you on the bus or the subway. As you do your coat or your scarf, it can give you small moments of joy at any time. You may like to read a few lines and then close it and then put it back in your pocket and then read another few lines. If you find a paragraph that is difficult or complicated, just skip over it and try the next one. You can return to it later, or maybe you'll find that it wasn't so complicated after all. Chapter 5, which is the last one, is a very pleasant read. You can start there if you like. Please draw on your own experiences to understand this book. Do not be intimidated by any of the words or ideas. Only as author of the text yourself, you will find the joy and the strength necessary to journey from mindfulness to insight.